Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, good. How you doing?
I'm good. For our viewers, I'm Sormay.
And I'm
This is Mr.
Alejandro.
Positive Alejandro. I feel like we need to come up with a new nickname for me. Now you have one and I don't
Well,
like
that
it.
was from your sister. Your sister gave me this nickname.
Yeah, I need to ask
Sh-
my sister to give me one now. Or please, viewers, do you have a nickname for me? Let me know and we can choose from them. Otherwise, I'll ask my sister.
Okay, real question. Did you expect this podcast to go as well as it's going right now?
Honestly, no, not at all. We barely have many episodes out, and we get messages from people that say that they like it. We get good subscribers, like it's increasing slowly but truly. I'm surprised. I just wanted to help animators not feel lonely and feel like
I
we're
know.
all here in this together. We're all surviving to 25, but it's helping more than I thought. I'm
I
happy.
know. And it's you know what I like about it? I like the stories. Everyone has something that I've just it's like, wow.
And honestly, I thought a lot of our guests I knew. Most of them I knew. So I thought I knew the stories, but my God, no. Like a lot of them, surprising stuff came up that I didn't know. Inspiring things that I didn't think I would get from them. Positivity is crazy.
Yeah,
I loved it.
and then we get that like, we get those deep down emotions and we hit them with some questions that yeah, it's tough, but I'm so happy that they share it with us because I don't want them to feel alone. And that's
That
yeah.
and their sharing helps on also me share. Like
Hmm.
I've said things that I didn't think I would say on the podcast, but I do now because of our guests. So
Yeah. So
it's going
thank you.
great.
I wish I had a lot to share that deep, but
No, you did. I think your closet story is definitely one that people will get surprised on. If you want to listen to his closet story, you can refer to Paul's episode,
Paul's and also Brianna's. I bring it up in there too.
both of them. More
Yeah.
detail in Paul's and less detail in Brianna's, but more context in Brianna's. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that we can do this. We can go through all the episodes for you guys and kind of give you a snippet of what each episode is about and what you can take away from it. Obviously, we can't give you the whole picture, but we'll give you a little snippet of everyone so that you can maybe go directly to the one that you really wanted to listen to and you haven't had time or something.
Yeah.
Let's
Cool.
go. So, um, for episode one, we're introducing the host, which is me and Alejandro, and we just
I've
tell
never
you
heard
the
of them.
story. Yeah, I mean neither. I just know this guy called Mr. Positive. I don't know who Alejandro is though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, listen to the first episode and you get to know him. That's just our backstory and introducing you to the podcast.
But not only that, it's also we talk about the day we got laid off. I think that little key section in there is good to hear. So like people aren't
Yeah,
alone.
yeah, it's definitely a big part of our stories. So
Yeah.
that's a big one. The second one is with Shravya.
Shavia!
Um, Yeah, Sharia was our first guest. We talk a lot about moving for the animation industry. So if you get a job, she had to move twice for the
Yeah.
animation industry, once to the US from India and second from the US to London. And now we can give you an update on Shravya. She moved from London to India again because she lost her job, got laid off in London, and because of visa situation, had to go back to India. And now she has a job in India in the animation industry.
What?
Yeah, that's an
That's
update.
awesome.
She didn't get the job that we talk about in the episode, but she
Uh-huh.
got another one in India, and she's staying there for a while then because of the
Damn, we have
job.
to go visit her.
We'll visit her again because apparently the way the animation industry works, the work environment there is very different than what we
Mhm.
have here
Ooh, that's
or
gonna be
in
interesting.
Europe. So we'll definitely have an update with her, and we can go over her new
And
life.
one thing I'll say about her is like I love how she has she takes the leap of faith. She just looks at it and if it's a good move, she does it.
She
But
just does it.
she always has a smile. Always
Hmm.
has a smile.
Yeah, very true.
Damn.
She's my good friend, so
I'm very happy for
love
her.
you, Shravya.
Yeah.
Our next one is with Rob.
My
Rob
man
is
Rob. My
also
man
our
Rob.
good friend. He's a veteran in the industry. He's a generalist. He has so many tips and tricks. I love to hear about how his reaction to the layoffs and how he processed everything was very interesting. It was different than us because he's gone through it so many times that
Yep.
he knows how to deal with it. So
Yeah.
it was very nice to hear that perspective.
And the fact that like I take what he says is like just learn everything. I mean that's what he's
Hmm.
doing. He's just learning all the softwares because that's the best way to get a job. And he's just pushing at it and pushing at it and pushing at it.
He's
But then
amazing at Unreal too. It's
yeah.
amazing, a pro.
Yeah.
We also talk about our projects together at Halon. So if you want to hear more about what we did at Halon, we go a little bit more into detail with that, which is very cool.
And then the break he has from being laid off where he's like I'm able to he's able to go see his son play football games and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So there's
Yeah.
always a positive.
Yep. That's our episode with Rob. Our next one is with Leo. Um,
Ew.
Leo's our old friend. He's one of the first. He was in the first same class that me. I met Alejandro and everything. So we're old friends. We've never been coworkers, but me and Alejandro would love to be his coworker. He's been in so many amazing
Mhm.
companies, including Disney and Sony. He's worked on Spider-Verse and everything. Um, yeah, he's an amazing animator, a really good friend. He was extremely inspirational in that episode. It was to the point where we both wanted to go animate right afterwards.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And then just his mentality of like you don't need to suit your work towards a certain studio and have all these different styles. Just work on your own stuff, make it as good as you want it, and the jobs will find it. If they like it, cool. If
Yeah.
they don't, screw them.
Bring yourself into your shot.
Yep.
Don't tailor it towards what the style of the. Or actually, he talks about story a lot and the why behind the characters.
Big
So
why.
he talks about that more of put yourself and why you're animating this into your shot more than
Mhm.
thinking maybe this story, maybe Ireland would like this story, maybe Disney would like this story. Put your story in with the style of the place you're applying to. So that's an extremely. The only sad thing is with that one we had some technical difficulties at the end. So well, not technical difficulties. Our internet connection wasn't the best, so you see him glitch a little bit up towards the end. But that's our last episode with glitches. So far, we've been doing good. So that's the one with Leo. Then we go
Yep.
to Eric. Eric is also one of my good friends.
You got a
He
lot of good friends, huh?
I got so many good friends, and they all come from the animation industry. I love it. Eric is in the Bay Area, so I get to see him actually, which I love. He's been at it and never giving up from the moment I met him. He's amazing. I don't know the English word. What is it when you never give up? Well, never give up. But no, there's a verb for it.
Oh, I know it. Never give up. That's it. Yep. No, you're right. Yeah, he never gives up. He just he gets put in all these difficult challenges and he's always got that smile and he's always pushing forward.
Always pushing forward. He's had to take a break from the animation industry for a bit, and he's had to do this a few times for
Mhm.
various reasons in his life, which happens to everyone. But then, whenever I talk to him, it never seems like he's actually out of the industry. He
Yeah.
consistently messages me and you, both of us, with videos, just cool shots that he's seen, job postings that he thinks we can apply to. He not only had never gives up on himself, he never gives up on his friends, which is rare to see in friends. So I'm so happy I get to meet him. I met him at one of the animation mentor classes, and he clinged on me because I'm a kind of person that is uncomfortable with clinging. So Alejandro's the same. He clinged on me too. Otherwise, I would never. He stayed with me. He saw me at CTN, and he was like, "I see you. Come to me. We're gonna hang out." And now we're friends. So thanks, Eric.
Actually my favorite episode. I'm not going to lie.
Eric's episode?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
my sister's favorite episode. A lot of people's favorite episode is Eric's because I think of how
He just feels
amazingly
real.
he's
He just
continues.
I mean, okay. That's a tough statement to say, but I don't know. It was just it just felt real to hear him talk about everything and it just that's why it made me feel like, wow,
Mm,
my favorite talk.
yeah, it was real talk. That's true. Eric has no fluff. It's all
Nope.
real with him. I love
Yes.
that. Our next one was with Henry. That was our first time talking to someone that was in the game
Gaming
industry,
industry. Yeah.
and how much he loved the gaming industry. Because I think most of our guests that we've talked about have had experience in the gaming industry, but their love is with the movie industry.
Mhm.
Henry was our first time talking to someone that could give us the perspective of, no, I want to be in games. That's how I feel. I find it cool. I find it fulfilling. I just enjoy putting all the hours into games. So that was interesting
Exactly.
to see.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine from Collaborative as well. We both met there and we've been talking. And it's just that 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 connection has always stuck and he's always animating. Always animating. So when you see him on Discord, it's like, "Yep, I'm working on this," or "I'm going to school here. I'm doing this."
And he's gone to so many of the online schools. Like he knows a little bit about all about all.
Mhm.
He knows a little bit about all the schools, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he talks about his experience with all the classes and everything too. Yeah,
And the fun
it's
fact for everyone on that one is he when we asked him to talk on our podcast, he didn't want it because he's like, I have nothing interesting to say. And it's like, no, you really do.
it took him a while. It took Alejandro
Yeah.
a while to convince him, and me consistently saying, "Why?" Like it, even not knowing him, it sounds like he would have an interesting story. Because honestly, with everything going on, we found out every single person has a unique story that is interesting to everyone. I have
Hmm.
not found one person that has a boring story or a story that's repetitive. Never, not even once.
Nope.
So please, new guests, we believe in you. You have a unique story. Never think that you don't have an interesting story to tell us. And it turned out that I think Henry has our highest view
Yep. And he's
on
still shocked.
YouTube,
He's
and he's
still
still
shocked.
shocked, but he did so well, and he didn't think so. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool to see. Our next one was with Sarah. We were both very
Powerful.
excited to be able to get Sarah on our podcast. We both read her articles about the animation industry and the struggles she had and what she thinks about the animation industry now and the future of the industry. We were inspired by her articles, and we just couldn't believe that she agreed to talk to us.
Hmm.
Her insights were amazing. She went over her articles and also gave us her own other opinions about some of our questions. So I'm so glad that we
Very
got to talk to her.
motivational too. Yeah. And
Extremely.
it just seems like yes, she questions the industry a lot, but she's always positive that it'll bounce back. It's just we need change. And she's always pushing for that change.
And I love that she talks about why we're in this situation, and
Mhm.
then how can we not be in this situation, because a lot of the
Mhm.
times we talk about, oh yeah, this is why, and hopefully this we get out of it, but then she analyzes the why and then how to get out of it, which is something that we don't normally hear, so I love that. And then our next one was Paul. We're also very excited with Paul. He's also a veteran in the industry. Why
Paul just makes me smile.
Paul has the coolest room. We were sad
Mhm.
we couldn't show you his entire room, but he used to work with us at Halon, and we would get different angles of his camera. He has built his studio.
Yep.
His room is a studio, and it's just so inspiring to see. And the way he talks about his life, his career, what he went through as a veteran is very interesting, because we COVID babies from
We don't have those kind of stories,
we don't
like,
have, not at all. We
go
can't even
try
imagine that kind of,
yeah,
you know,
driving to a studio and then shaking someone's hand, and then they're telling you, like, "Hey, you need to show me something." And he's like, "Okay." And then
doing
he
it
pulls
over the
something.
weekend.
Yeah.
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 It's like me thinking, oh, there's a job at, I don't know, frame store in London, and thinking that they will hire me, and flying to London right now and then going to the studio and say, this is my reel. And they would be like, oh no, it's not enough. Go do it again. And I'll do it and they'll give me a job. That
Yeah.
never happens anymore.
No.
So yeah, amazing. He has a lot of stories like that. So give that one a listen.
Yeah.
Um, our newest one is with Sherwin. Sherwin worked at Pixar, worked on Inside Out 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's also our very good friend, also in the Bay Area. So we try to get to see him all the time, and he's always so busy.
Yep. He's always busy, but I mean, like the title for his podcast, dreams do come true. Like I think that's what we got out of it. Is like he had a dream of being an animator and working at Pixar, and he made it happen.
Yeah, because especially being he's from Malaysia, and animation is not huge there. So to be able to dream that big in Malaysia and get to Pixar in California is huge.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have dedication. You need to believe in yourself. I'm just so happy that he got the credit he deserved on Inside Out too, because that just was amazing.
Yeah, yeah, and
He
just
tells us about his time at Pixar, how that went, how he got to Pixar, and then how Pixar was, and his interview for Disney Malaysia on his last day. So listen to see
mix of
why.
feelings right there on that day. Yeah.
Yeah, we go through all the emotions with him. And yeah, that's all we have for now. We'll have more episodes coming every Friday. We have some very, very, very exciting guests. Um, I'm very excited.
Oh, me
um,
too. This next one, I'm super excited to finally first off get to meet them, and
yeah.
then just mm, got some questions. Got some
Oh
questions I
yeah, it's
can't wait
gonna
to
be
ask.
great. We also have a new how do you say, a new project, a new adventure?
Yeah, new adventure from one of our podcasts. We came up with this idea of like so that we're not all alone of just trying to create like a group so that we can all meet and talk to each other and whatnot. So we're thinking of maybe creating like a Discord channel where, yeah, different animators, artists can come in and just, hang out if you need to, if you just need someone to talk to, or if you have some stuff you're working on, you want to work
Get
with
more
someone
eyes on
to
it.
exactly do a work session
Or
or,
maybe, I mean, a lot of us are out of work. If you want help on one of your shots
hmm
and you need someone, a lighter,
yeah,
an animator, a previous artist, we'll
they
have
might
all
know
those
someone.
people, or they'll have connections so that they can help you with.
Yeah.
Um, or maybe you're having a bad day. You got your 60th no email from a studio and you're just having a low moment. You just want to be with other people that are in the same situation. You can hop on in one of our rooms and talk it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a community big enough for you to be able to just
Heck, we'll be there. I'll definitely be there. I'm always on
oh yeah,
Discord, so even if
100%.
you want to talk, yeah.
Even
So
if
I'm
you just
excited
want to
for that.
sit there and animate together in
Yeah,
the
without
quiet.
even saying a word, but just have the camera on so you can see someone. We can do
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Give the feeling of we're all sitting here animating together, trying to survive to 25.
Yep.
um, and you had a question, Alejandro, from everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to ask all the viewers. Basically, I wanted to ask for your feedback on the podcast. See what you guys think about. Like, what are we doing right? What do you guys like that we're doing? So we could probably continue doing that. Or what is something that you're saying it doesn't really work for you guys? Maybe not do that anymore. Yeah, I just want to get feedback from them and see how we can make the show better because we're loving it, and I want us to keep going. So we want your support.
Yeah, the more we grow, the better content we can give you. Or the more we know we get feedback, the better content we can give you. Maybe there's a specific question that you always wanted to ask one of the guests and we haven't mentioned it. You can let us know and we can ask our next guest. Or we can, like, if you want to update on a specific guest, we talked about something and you're just curious about what happened, let us know. We can get you answers on that. All those things. Feedback always helps us. So let us
Yeah.
know. Um, and yeah, that's it. We'll give you an update on our Discord situation, our openings, and how that works in the bio. Don't forget we're on Spotify. Our Spotify is smaller than our YouTube. We're a visual podcast, but our videos are also on Spotify, so you can listen and watch us there.
Yeah.
And we also have an Instagram account if you want to look at trailers and keep up to date with what's coming out and everything. And yeah, we have exciting projects coming up. We're trying to grow and give you more content. So stay with us
Thank you guys for everything. And yeah,
and
let's stay
stay it,
crispy.
stay it.
Let's stay
Ah, let's
crispy.
stay crispy. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.